On the outskirts of the city, where the streetlights fade and the road ends, stands an old, decaying building swallowed by darkness. A place once filled with children's laughter, before its walls were stained with screams no one ever heard. This is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. 10 years have passed, and no one dares to step near it. Until that night when a man arrived, unaware that his first step inside would mark the beginning of his end. Mike, a man in his 30s, approached with a small bag and his acceptance letter. The new night guard. His footsteps echoed to the long hallway, as if the walls were whispering a silent warning. When he entered the security office, the phone rang. A mysterious voice said, "Listen carefully. This place is not what it seems. If you see the animatronics move, don't let them get close to you." Then the call ended. Mike smirked, but a cold shiver ran down his spine. Mike sat in front of the monitors, 6 old cameras with distorted static. At first, nothing, but after a few minutes, he noticed 2 glowing eyes in the darkness. Camera 3, Toy Bonnie stood in the middle of the hallway. She wasn't there a moment ago. Mike rebooted the camera. She was gone. Then he heard metallic footsteps behind the door. He opened it slowly. Nothing. But camera 2 revealed the truth. Toy Bonnie standing right behind him. Hours passed slowly, and every few minutes, Mike heard faint whispers, sounds like children crying or metal dragging along the floor. Occasionally, Freddy's face appeared on the camera, staring without blinking. There was something in his eyes, something filled with hatred. When the third night came, the silence was gone. On one wall, words appeared in a dark, dried substance. They never left. Foxy sprinted to the hallways at terrifying speed. Chica emitted distorted, muffled screams. Freddy stood still, watching Mike with a frozen expression that felt almost alive. Something was happening, something awakening inside this place. Mike noticed something strange every night. The animatronics gathered near a door at the end of the hallway, a rusted metal door sealed with chains. He decided to open it. Using a metal bar, he broke the lock and entered. The room was unnaturally cold. Inside were old boxes, broken animatronics, children's drawings all over the walls, and in the center, files describing the disappearance of 5 children. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and Mike heard a small voice whisper behind him, "Help us." He turned quickly, but no one was there. Without warning, the power shut down completely. Darkness consumed everything. Then the sounds began. Footsteps, scraping, heavy breathing, and Freddy's voice, low and distorted. "Stay forever." Mike realized he wouldn't leave this place alive unless he ran. Mike sprinted through the hallways, the animatronics chasing him relentlessly. Lights flickered wildly. Fans stopped spinning. The ground trembled. Foxy dashed behind him at inhuman speed. Chica blocked the path. Freddy approached slowly, but Mike shouted, "I know the truth. I know what happened to the children." Suddenly, the animatronics froze. A soft glow appeared behind them. The spirits of the 5 children, sad, silent, staring at Mike, as if waiting for release. The spirits pointed to a small room behind the stage. Mike entered, finding an old video recorder. He pressed play. A man in a purple suit appeared. Purple guy, dragging the children one by one into forbidden room. The animatronics roaming the pizzeria today weren't machines. They were vessels, holding the trapped souls of those children. The animatronics turned toward the apparition of the purple guy, screeching, chasing his shadow violently. Mike used the chaos, running toward the back exit. He barely made it outside as the building began to collapse. He stumbled away, breathing heavily, as flames consumed the structure. As the sun rose, Mike stood far away, watching the pizzeria crumble. He took a deep breath and whispered, "I won't stop until I know the full truth." He walked away, but beneath the rubble an animatronic hand, burned and twisted, began to move, as if saying, "The story is far from over.